Welcome to your yoga practice. Today we're going to do a full body movement where the intention is to help you and guide you to feel connected to your body and your breath as you focus your mind in the here and now to slow down. So this is a classical yoga for self-care, in my opinion, and I hope you enjoy. We're going to do lots of repetition, very basic movements. If you are a yogi who have been practicing for years, very basic movement, but the challenge is to move slow. Slow not only invites that sense of relaxation to your nerve system, but it also helps you to tone and strengthen your muscles and help you to build resilience and endurance with your mind as you practice mindfulness. Be patient and kind as you notice our tendency to rush it and push it and go fast and go to the next thing. I want you to not only take this practice physically, but mentally observe the challenge. And when you find yourself wanting to go faster and push through it, I want you to even slow down even more. Are you ready? I hope you are. Let's go ahead and go into our backs. Keep the knees bent. Rest the hands anywhere that feels right and close your eyes for a moment. We're going to reconnect to our breath. Soften any tension anywhere in the body, anywhere in the mind, anywhere in the emotions. Just soften. I'm not saying to get rid of it. I'm not saying to judge it and identify it as a bad thing. All I'm saying is soften. Acknowledge that it's there. Acknowledge the feeling and soften. Soften energetically that tension. Feel the breath coming in and out of your nose and any movement in the chest as you breathe. Just observe. Let the breath be as an anchor or as an invitation for you to dive more and more into this present moment. Just letting go of any obsessive thoughts about anything that might be going on in your life. Start manipulating the breath by engaging your Ujjayi breath. And one more breath like that. Hook the right knee into the chest, extend your left leg. Just observe that stretch and how it feels in the front of the pelvis. Cross the right knee to the left, open your right arm, and just go gently. Try not to go deep and all the way in. Just kind of start the warm up in a more gentle, compassionate way. I want you to slow down even in the intensity of how you move. Maintain the breath with you. Inhale. As you exhale, bring the knee to center. Keep that right leg straight up to the sky and point and flex your feet, or your foot, I should say, your right foot. Move that ankle in circles, switch direction. And very slowly, we're gonna release that right leg all the way to the ground, engaging the lower abdomens here, strengthening a little bit the hip flexor, nice and slow, very good. Let's do that on the other side. Hug the left knee into the chest. Cross it over to the right, open your left arm. Go gentle, go and do a little bit less. As you exhale, bring the knee back to center, extend that left leg in front of you, right above the hip, point and flex that foot. Move it in circles, spreading the toes, activation of the muscles in your legs and the joints and the ankle and the feet. And slowly as you can, release that left leg all the way down to the floor. A little bit slower, a little bit slower, a little bit slower. There you go. Feel the burn on the lower abdomen, the hip flexor strengthening in here. Beautiful. That's it. Give yourself a long stretch inhale. As you exhale, knees both to the chest, gently rock side to side. You're welcome to roll into your right side or rock the spine back and forth a couple times. Moving slowly. And then press yourself into that tabletop. So take your time to find your knees and your hands. As always, please use any paddings if you feel the need to support your joints. Neutralize your spine. And let's start a few rounds of cat-cow as you inhale, open. As you exhale, round and push. Abdomen drops in, and not only pushing with your hands, but also your knees and your toes. Inhale, start from the tailbone, then stretching the abdomen, opening the chest as you bring the shoulder blades together in the back, and your toes pointing forward. Don't overdo it on the neck, right? Be gentle. One more round because it feels good, I hope. All right, so now we're gonna do some cycle here. Untuck your toes if they were tucking. We're gonna sit on the heels back into our first child's pose. Deep stretch of the lower back. Reach the arms overhead. Let your forehead rest on the mat or a blanket or a block. Just adjust the practice, right? I'm gonna assume that you've been practicing for a while. I wanna keep this practice with minimal cues. This is not a beginner's class, but do the best you can, follow your intuition. And then from child's pose in your next inhale, slowly rocking forward into that tabletop. So you're gonna have to adjust the hands under the shoulders, adjusting the knees if you open them a little wider. Now walk the hands way forward, and slowly you're gonna rock the pelvis, your thighs, and you're gonna slow down as slowly as you can into your abdomen and release the hips, the abdomen, the chest. Adjust the hands as well as the mat. Press the top of your feet, press the hips, roll the shoulders back, and then pressing everything in the body to help you lift the chest away from the floor, lengthen through the back of the neck. Slowly as you can, slow down. As slowly as you can, keep the abdomen in. Once the chest touches the floor with the forehead, tuck your toes under. Upper body strength, 4 seconds, slowly pushing up back to your knees. Slowly as you can. And yes, my elbows just popping there. And go back into that child's pose. That's it, that's the cycle. We're gonna do that 4 more times. Inhale, child's pose. Exhale here. In your next inhale, start rocking forward into that tabletop. And you can keep the hands way forward. So as you continue rocking the thighs and the pelvis forward, press all the fingers, slowly coming into the abdomen. Once the body is settled and grounded, adjust the upper back and inhale, lifting the chest. Keep the gaze forward, stretching the back of the neck. Or strengthen, I should say, lengthening. Releasing the chest down. Slowly pushing back to your knees. The slower you go, you're building upper body strength. And then reaching the pelvis back into the heels for child's pose. All right, so we have 3 more rounds. Inhale, start rocking slowly forward into your abdomen. Feeling every fiber and muscle in the body working. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra. Exhale, slowly pushing back to your knees. Engage the abdomen here. Pushing back to that child's pose. Sitting deeply back into the heels, letting the spine feel the stretch along with the shoulders. Inhale, slowly forward into that foundation to ground the body all the way down to the floor. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra. Keep the legs strong. Exhale, back to the knees. Go slow, slow, slow. Don't rush it, don't rush it. Back into that child's pose. We have one more cycle. Deep inhale here. Exhale, forward into the abdomen. Notice that sense of calmness and relaxation that brings to move slowly. More present. Inhale, baby cobra. Strong legs, press your feet. Exhale down, pushing into the knees. Back into that child's pose. Stay here for one breath. Just notice maybe your breath is a little bit agitated. Maybe your heart is going a little faster. And notice how the cardiovascular system starts to feel activated without too much movement, but just being mindful and intentional and moving slowly to activate more the muscles. Good. Come back into that tabletop. And I'm going to show you the next cycle. So follow my voice and do the best you can and don't overanalyze it. Tuck your toes under. We're going to hover the knees above the mat, engaging the abdomen. Keep your hands a little further than shoulders. And then press the chest to the thighs. And then lifting the hips up, up, up to the sky. And then drag the heels down to the floor for your first downward facing dog. All right, so that transition enough feels strongly on the upper back, the back of the leg stretching, the abdomen really activated here. And what that means is like you are contracting your abdomen, pressing your hips up to the sky. And we're going to do that cycle 4 more rounds. Slowly rise the heels, bend and hover the knees down into that tabletop. All right. Open your heart for cow. Beautiful. Exhale, cat. Neutralize your spine. Hover the knees off the ground. Keep the abdomen strong, upper body strong, chest to the thighs, lifting the hips, dragging the heels back down. All right, so that's it. We're going to do that 3 more rounds. Inhale, rise in the knees, bend the heels, bend in the knees, slowly transitioning back into that tabletop. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, round and push. Let the head drop, stretching now the back of the neck. Neutral spine, gather the strength from the midsection. As strong toes, will hover and the knees up. Chest to the thighs, lifting the hips, dragging the heels down. Don't worry if your the heels don't touch the ground. That's the least of the worries here, right? This is honoring where your body's at. And just 2 more rounds like that. Inhale forward, slowly dropping the knees, tabletop. Inhale, open your heart, lifting the tailbone. Start from the tailbone, exhale, dropping, rounding and dropping the head. Neutral spine, inhale. Hover the knees as you exhale, chest to the thighs, lifting hips, dragging heels. Energetically feel the legs really strong. And last round, slowly forward into transitioning into table. Beautiful. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, round. Inhale, neutral spine, knees up. Exhale, pushing back to downward facing dog. All right, let's put all that together now. Stay here for a moment, inhale. As you exhale, go back into tabletop, slowly dropping the knees. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, neutral spine. Untap the toes, push back to child's pose. Inhale, rocking forward to ground your body into your abdomen for preparing for that baby cobra. Slow, slow movement. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, push back to your knees. Straight back into child's pose, nice and slow. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, hover in the knees, pressing back into downward facing dog. Long exhale. Inhale, forward into tabletop. Slowly, guys, very slowly. That's the challenge. Slow down. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, round. Press back to child's pose. Inhale. Exhale here. Inhale forward into the abdomen. Slowly, slowly. Challenge your speed. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, push back to your knees. Upper body strength. Very good. Pressing back into child's pose. Breathe in here. Breathing out. Beautiful. Bring your hands back, lift the chest. Let's transition into a seated position. We're going to extend both legs in front of us. We're going to start to cool down. Very short practice, but very effective. The whole body was activated. Arms overhead, find your sitting bones, flexing your feet. Paschimottanasana, we're going to let the chest forward fold and drop above the legs. Bend the knees if you need to. Sit the lower abdomen, lengthen through the crown of the head, and allow the body to let you know how far you need to be. Do not force your body into anything that it doesn't want to go. One more inhale. As you exhale, come all the way up. Bend your right knee, open it to the side. Janusirsasana, right foot into that left inner thigh. A gentle twist of the chest, keep your left foot flexed. We're gonna forward fold over that extended leg. Deep stretch of the hamstring, lower back, activation of the obliques and the QL. Make sure the shoulders are relaxed, your breath is relaxed, your face is relaxed. Inhale, walk back. Let's switch side. Extend your right, bend your left. Janusirsasana, second side. Very important you find the sitting bones. Very important that you are lifting the lower back. And so if there is a tendency to round the lower back, sit a little higher. That's going to create some space for breath. Deep inhale. Exhale. Good. Slowly come back to center. And then we're going to extend both legs in front of us. And then slowly from here, activate the core. We're going to round the upper back so the chest sinks back, hands reaching forward. We're going to go slowly towards resting the spine on the mat. So ground yourself through the legs. Use the heels to ground yourself. Continue squeezing the belly. Oh, this is the transition. You want to go fast, don't you? Nice and slow, nice and slow. Beautiful. Reach the arms overhead. As you exhale, bend the elbows, bend the knees, heels together. Just a couple breaths here, feeling the effects of the practice. It's all about moving, reconnecting to how it feels to have this precious body, breathing with intention. and being so into the moment with that slow motions that your mind is just diving into space where it can be without analyzing or thinking too much. Good, close your knees, bring your hands down, hug the knees into the chest. Keep the right knee into the chest, extend your left, supine twist one more time, just how we start the practice. Knee to the left, right arm opens. Bring it back to center, switch sides, bend the knee on the left side, extend your right leg, tie hug, feel the breath. Cross it over to the right, extend your left arm. You can keep your gaze up or over to the left. And then come back to center. A gentle brief Shavasana, final relaxation, core pose. If Shavasana doesn't feel right in the body, you can go into a seated meditation position. You can also rest your legs against a wall. I'm going to stay here for 1 full minute of silence. Continue letting your body feel relaxed with every breath out. Your breath is relaxed. Your whole body feels relaxed. Resting your senses, resting your whole being. 2 more rounds of breath, slowly observing, just being in the moment. And gently start moving your fingers and your toes, maybe moving your wrists and ankles in circles. I'm just popping my bones in every single main joint. That's fine. Take an inhale, arms overhead, long stretch to awaken your body from this precious rest. And as you exhale, wrap your arms around the knees as you bring them to the chest. Roll into your right side for a moment. Stay here for 1 breath. This is the part where most of yogis rush in. This is where you actually need to slow down even more. Just imprint it, the benefits of the practice in your nerve system. Use your hands to press into the ground to slowly press yourself into a comfortable seated position, whether you're crossing your legs or extending the legs, resting your spine into a wall or not. Just find what works for you at this moment. This is how we close the practice, a gentle moment to appreciate the effects of the practice in our entire being. Feel your body awaken, your heart, your breath, your muscles. Feel the quality of your thoughts. Maybe you have a little bit of space between thoughts. You feel more present. That's all it takes. The willingness to create a space in the day for us to move the body, which is absolutely beneficial in so many aspects. To have a more intentional breath to increase oxygenation and grounding sensations of mindfulness. And rest your mind and senses from the overstimulated day-to-day. Bring your palms together, heart center. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, bow your head with gratitude. Thank you so very much for showing up for yourself, for prioritizing and taking care of yourself, and especially for doing so with me. I hope you enjoy the class. I hope to see you around. Any questions, any suggestions, you know how to reach me. I hope to see you soon.